Your experiences are mere reflections of your internal energy and your alignment. When somebody's energy is out of balance and it's misaligned, that's going to manifest as an external disruption. And this is where I want you to pay attention. It can simply manifest a disruption in your life. And some examples can be, perhaps you might have a car breakdown. Something's happening that could also manifest in a flight delay or perhaps a cancellation. And when things happen, there are meanings behind that, even though you might be thinking it's a bunch of gibberish. And the only way that I can get you and to convince you that what I'm talking about is not crazy, you need to experience it and make a change. And then once you make a change, you're going to come to see that perhaps you don't know everything and there's a different way that things are happening. So let me talk about the flight delay and cancellation. You might think it's nothing. It can denote how you're delaying your life journey. It might be telling you that you need to have patience and to accept unexpected changes, or perhaps that you should be exploring alternative paths. Perhaps you've been rigid and you've got rigid plans, and perhaps you might need to let go of rigid plans and to have more trust in the universe. A person might have lost their luggage. So what can that mean in the physical aspects of our world? It can indicate that that might be a temporary loss, that the person has lost direction, or perhaps their identity. And it could serve as a reminder, perhaps, that you should detach from material possessions and try to find your inner stability and your own security. And how about releasing burdens of emotional baggage that no longer serve a purpose? And you might be that person who gets pissed off when you're stuck in a traffic jam. What can that mean? How about thinking that you are metaphorically standstill, or perhaps you're feeling stagnant in life? It might be inviting you to pause and reflect, and perhaps to reassess your goals or your priorities. It might even tell you that you need to have patience. You need to become mindful. And how about being able to find the peace in the present moment? If you're abroad, or you might be using transportation, perhaps such as a train or a bus, that can break down, what can that incident bring for you? You can look at it as a reflection of your internal imbalances or your misalignment. It tells you to reassess your journey, your beliefs, or even your relationships. It can suggest to you how important it is to have self-care and to maintain physical and emotional health. And perhaps when that breakdown happens, perhaps it's showing you that you need to take breaks in order to prevent burnout. Perhaps you're trying to go somewhere, perhaps on the train or a bus or any other type of transportation, and you miss going to that place and you might get frustrated. But what can that teach you? Because when you're missing a connection, it can actually symbolize the missed opportunities or the synchronistic encounters in life. That might be a very gentle reminder to you to pay attention to the present moment and to seize the opportunities that present themselves. Some people might be driving and they might be experiencing navigation difficulties. So getting lost or experiencing these difficulties, they can represent that there needs to be a metaphorical journey of self-discovery. It might be getting you to be able to see that you need to explore new paths. You need to trust yourself, or perhaps find somebody that can assist you for this spiritual effect to come to play. It can also lead you to understand how important it is to find your inner direction and to align with your true purpose. Energy alignment is not a joke, and only when you start to get in balance can this energy be aligned. There is no other way. You can sit down with your brain and think about all the scientific reasons about things. But if you don't take the time to go inner and perhaps change your wiring and look at a different perspective, you will not be able to be getting the answers, because the universe is hidden with symbolic messages. The universe is always guiding us. Whether you believe that, whether you don't believe it, it doesn't make a difference. And when things break down, these are giving you a wake-up call. You need to reevaluate your path or your choices or the way that you think. You need to adjust your life. And it comes to you as an opportunity, but you might be so busy thinking about things in your brain that you haven't left time to personally grow and introspect. And you have to find a different route. There is nothing, no events that happen in the universe that are random. That's what you need to understand. And you might be telling me, where is the proof of that? There is no proof proof of that. You need to experience it to understand that everything is interconnected. There's no other way. This is not just a coincidence. That's your brain and the scientific community that makes it seem as it doesn't make sense. It's all about alignment, and you cannot prove that. The only way to understand it is if you start changing as a person and you stop doing things that are not so good for you. When the energy alignment is going to change and you're going to see different things happening in your life, you're going to align. You're going to align with the universe, and you have to pay attention about all the circumstances that are happening around in your life. If things are breaking down and things are not working for you, you're not listening to your body. They hold a big symbolic and synchronistic significance. If you're leaving an energy that is stagnant, that affects the mechanical systems, and that can even reach a car. The interference can be the result of external factors such as geopathic stress, and that is basically the negative energy in the environment, or perhaps even the internal factors like emotional distress or even unresolved conflicts. You need to be able to clear these energies through a deep spiritual practice, and you need to learn how to heal yourself. It might sound gibberish, but that's the only way in this life that you're going to be able to resolve issues from your life. There's no other way. If you don't get to experience this and make the necessary changes, well, I don't know what to tell you. What you're doing right now is not helping. You have to keep your mind open to the possibility that there's other things out there and things that cannot be seen with a naked eye. We're brought on this earth, regardless of how I say it, regardless if I have some spirituality within me and I'm giving you a spiritual perspective. If you do make changes, you are going to see outward what's going to happen. And I'm telling you that if you're experiencing challenges like car troubles, that's an opportunity for you to personally grow, to have resilience, and to be open to new learning. That's all you got to know. You need to be able to approach situations with an open mind, like a child. You need to self-reflect. That's the key. You need to. If you have been rigid in your ways and you've only been thinking in one way, you need to go the other route too, because everything is connected. And I'm telling you, your brain and your analytical way of thinking things is not going to give you the answers that you're seeking. It's really, really important. Be open to your personal understanding and you will reach the resonance if you only allow it. Try to be curious, have a curious mind, look within yourself. What is it that you're doing? What is happening in your surroundings? Where are you on your path? Because if you're not on your path, things are going to be happening all the time. The universe is trying to bring stuff into your awareness, but you're so blind to it. Start opening your eyes, and not just your physical eyes, your eyes that cannot be seen in the physical reality. And these are the unseen eyes. Try to grasp that. Balance is using both sides of our brains. Really, really important. Food for growth.